Okay, let's make a Valentine's card on Cricut Design Space. New project and upload. Upload image. Find your SVG on your computer that you have already downloaded and insert it into your canvas. Save and upload it. Insert images. And minimize your canvas to about 50% so you can see both of these. Ungroup. And I'm not going to use this one, so I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to grab my shapes, square, and my card's going to be 5 by 5. So up here I unlock and I change the width to 10 by 5. I'm also changing the color to white. And I'm going to add a score line in the middle, shapes, score line. And I want my score line to be in the middle of my card. So selecting both of those, the score line and the shape, we go to Align, Center, and you also need to attach your score line to your card. So first of all, I'm going to make the score line a little bit longer. So I should be able to click on just the score line. And I don't want to change it from the middle. So if I go up to height and just change that a bit till it stretches, and then I can also use my arrow on my computer to just move it to the top and keep stretching it till it's out to the bottom. Now I have my score line and selecting both of those, attach. If you do not attach your score line to your base, you will not have a score line on your card. So you always have to attach it. And now I'm going to come over and change my frame that I'm going to put on my card to a 5 by 5. And I'm changing the width to 5. Enter. And the height is a little bit off. So if I unlock this to change this one to 5, see what that looks like. If it's not distorted too much, it will work out. And also I'm going to put a backing for this frame. Instead of just putting it onto the front of the card, I'm going to put another piece of paper that I'm going to stamp or color or paint onto. So that is going to be the backing for my framed hearts. Shapes, square, and I'm also going to make this a 5 by 5. And it's also going to be white since I'm painting on there or coloring or whatever. And I don't need to attach this one to anything. I want it to cut out separately. Okay, this one is going to go directly on top. Let's move that to the top layer, send to front. So now when I put it on here, and just to give you an idea, say we painted something of the color of red for Valentine's Day, went with red color crayons or pencils or watercolor. And now I kind of have an idea of what my base is going to be underneath my frame. I'm going to change this to white. You can also have whatever color you want, as well as the card. You can change color if you like. I'm going to change mine to white. And if we put it over here, you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like on the actual card. So let's move this up and then grab this whole thing and set it on top of here. That will be the front of our card. And in actuality, I'm going to minimize it a tiny bit so that when I glue it on, there's going to be a little bit of an outline on the base of the greeting card. So let's scrunch this up a tad a bit. Probably 4 is going to be what's going to be best for a 5x5 card. And there it is. So we are ready to cut. And all we need to do is click Make It. And everything will show up on your mats. Everything is color coded. And I need to go back and change this to white because I forgot to do that over there. I need it to be white so that I can paint on it. So let's cancel out of here. And if I look over to this menu, I can see where that piece of red is, and all I need to do is go over here and change it to white. And now we're all set. Click Make It again, and everything comes up. And if you need to cut this on a different size paper like I do, I need to change it to A4, and it will disperse the pages accordingly as the size differs. So then all we do is click Continue.
Okay, so you have cut out your pieces. Carefully remove the stencil, which is going to be the frame for your card. And make sure you get out all of the little excess paper. And I wanted to show you how I'm going to get my color onto the backing of my stencil frame. And this is the effect that I'm going to have on this piece of paper that's going to go underneath here that will somewhat look like this when I get finished for the whole card. And this is how I did it. And I'm using Tim Holtz Distress ink. This one is called Fired Brick. And I'm going to do the first stripe with that, starting in the corner, and I'm just going to go diagonal. And next is going to be yellow. Green. And I think I'm going to make the green a little bit into the yellow, giving a neat effect. Blue. And purple. I'm going to go back over with the red at the very bottom. And right here, I need to go back and fill in that little green strip. So, like that, and then we'll put it on our card. You can just kind of work with it and get the design that you want. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Now let's get stencil heart frame. Will look like this. And we need to put our card together. Okay, for your base of your card, you have your score line and just fold on there. This is the front, and now we're going to put our center it how you want it. And what I'm going to use for this project is my spray graphic art adjustable spray glue. And it works perfectly. Spray on the back of your rainbow design and on the back of your hearts. Your card should look something like this. Now, let's try it on a red and a blue. Again, and here's the red. Folding that in half. And let's see what it looks like on the red. I think it looks very nice for Valentine's Day. You can go ahead and glue that on if you like that color. And I'm going to try it in blue. I think I like the red. I'm going to leave it on this one. And don't forget to write a special message for your special someone for Valentine's Day. Enjoy!